Hey everybody, so JP1970 did an Amazon challenge, which is he bought some stuff on Amazon and then opened up the box and showed everybody what it was on video. I'm going to link it up there. He also put the challenge out to everybody to do the same thing. It didn't have to be Amazon, which is luckily because I haven't bought anything from Amazon lately. But I did buy some stuff. Now I know what it is because it came with their tape on there, so I know the company that sent it. It is scooterwest.com. They also go by Vespa Motorsports. They're out of San Diego. They're a great company. I like them. Every time I call, they're real friendly. They're really helpful. I call, they know my phone number, and they pull up my name. They pull up the kind of scooter I have. And even if you don't really know exactly what's wrong, you can talk to them and they try and help you figure out what you need. And the best thing is they don't try and do upselling. They don't try and sell you more expensive stuff when you don't really need it. So I'm going to open this up. All right. And we have, this is the lower engine rubber buffer motor mount for rear shock. All right, so that goes into the motor. It's for the lower part of the shock. And we have, doesn't really say it, but this is the upper mount for the shock. And I got some nuts and some washers, basically 20 of each, so I could replace the nuts and washers that are on my rims and holding the tires on. You're supposed to do it every couple tire changes. Some people do it every time they change their tires. The ones that I have on there now are like 15 years old because the thing has been running a long time. And then I also got a rear shock spacer, which goes on top of the shock and connects to the upper mount. I also got a speedo cable. My speedo cable is broken, so I have no clue how fast I can go. And then, finally, the piece de resistance is I got a new shock. And you're wondering why I got these parts maybe? So I'll put the video up top also of when me and Reese put the carburetor back on the scooter. We got it running, fired up, ran like a champ, ran like it hadn't been sitting for 10 years, surprisingly. So I threw Ryan on the scooter, we took a ride, and that's part of the video. When I got back, I stopped recording. I then put Reese on the scooter. Me and Reese took a ride. We made it about a block, and we hit a pothole, and it snapped off the rear shock mount. And the rear shock mount disappeared. We limped our butt home, and so I bought new parts. I figured while I was replacing the mount, I might as well replace all the bits. I mean, rubber bits, you know, if you're replacing some of the rubber bits, you might as well replace them all, especially when they're at least 15 years old. And the shock that's on there, it could be the original shock for all I know. I know the shock's at least 18 years old because that's how long I've had it, and I never bought a shock. So I got the shock, got all these parts, got the cable, and I'm ready to put the stuff on. So hopefully I'll get the girls to get excited about working on this thing again. Now hopefully that it's ran and they've taken a ride, they'll be a little bit more excited to work on it. All right, see you later.